work is a big part of life. It's, you have people working longer hours. You have offices like Google, you have offices like Deloitte that are putting beds inside their office places. They're creating breakfast bars, lunch bars, dinner bars. They want work to be an essential part of life as well, inside and outside. And same with even the new work from home culture. People are bringing that work life now back into the home life as well. Do you feel like coming back now also to obviously our main topic being that community versus individualism? Do you think that this new corporate culture is pushing more individualism and independence and taking us away from community?
That's exactly what happened. The nation states since 16th century, because before it used to be empires and different kind of way of state system. A state lives on the taxes its nationals pay. So the more productivity individuals would have, so more state would earn. And then, of course, state will spend on the people, but states encouraged people to work harder so the productivity can. This is purely an economic consideration from state point of view. And then came the capitalist culture, the multinationals. So they became kind of the second beneficiary of this new system. Of course, the more productivity individual will do, more profits a corporation would earn, and more taxes they will pay to the state. So I think there was an underlying interest on behalf of both state and the corporations themselves to push the agenda of individualism. And so that's definitely is the case, and they have then tried, as you know, that now they'll have gym in the offices, and they'll have table tennis and others games in the offices and all of that thing. But my personal view is that society and the way human societies have evolved over thousands and hundreds of thousands of years, that's not what we have kind of seen or evolved for. So our personal life is and what our inspiration to live are very different than to work. But as long if there is there is a balance corporations are trying to create so that the people can feel at home, and the kind of friendly environment, or people can feel okay, they're just hanging out with their friends. There are some, I noticed Google tries that, Meta tries that, that where people at work feel that they are just hanging out with their friends and then having work as well, and then having the cafe there or that gym there. Whether that is working, to be honest with you, because I haven't worked, but in my own, as I mentioned to you guys before, in my own hedge fund, we will have from breakfast to lunches to dinners to coffees, everything provided in a very rich form back then. But still, I wouldn't see that. I would love it. I would love the workplace. I loved that work, considering that they provided all that. But still, my life was outside of it. That wasn't just my life. And I think still in today's environment, again, it's the same thing in my view.
No, and you are right. I feel like, as you're saying, that corporations have started to now also create, like you mentioned, trying to create this community within the workplace, that so you feel like you're working with your friends.